welcome to Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month, Day 1, 2018. It's the 1st of July, 2018, only just because I've been mega busy today. And it's another Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month. Well, it's all happening this month because, as you know, if you follow me on social media and on this channel, I am indeed going to be a speaker at the UK Asexuality Conference. And that is this Saturday on the 8th of July. So it's really appropriate that it's fallen on Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month for me. It's so incredible. Now, if you remember, Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month was founded by me last year to celebrate our diversity across the asexual spectrum. And of course, it was the launch of my printed edition of my Asexual Perspectives book. So last year I was reading excerpts from my book, and I did a video every single day of Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month, and they were not live. So I'm going to try and challenge myself this month to do a live video every single day for 31 days. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I really don't, because I'm prepping for the conference at the moment, and literally I've got so much work to do. But I'm going to try to do a video every day. Obviously, when I'm in London, they'll be coming from London. So, and I might not be able to do excerpts from my book on those days. It might be something different because I think you'll want to see behind the scenes more of what I'm doing up in London. But I'm not sure if my iPad's going to work there because Wi-Fi, just, oh, hi, Martin. Nice to see you. Oh, you'll love what I've got coming up because I've got, something you'll love from my book. So I'm not sure if the Wi-Fi is going to work up there, and my iPhone only works on Wi-Fi. My iPad only works on Wi-Fi. So I'll have to do it from my phone if not. But yeah, a 31-day challenge. Nice. Yeah, a 31-day challenge for live videos is going to be kind of crazy for me with everything else I got to fit in. So anyway, I'm here with my Asexual Perspectives book, and today we're going to talk about what do asexuals really think about sex. And I'm going to do 3 views of 3 different people, and they're all different views. And one of them is watching this channel right now. Look whose story I've got. Woo-hoo! So this is 5 Mart 2 Ends view about sex. So the question is, I ask all the asexuals the same question so we can see what the variations actually are. Woohoo! Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Awesome. So what is your view about sex? Have you ever had sex before? And if so, how did it make you feel? If you haven't, would you? I love his answer to this. So he's put, sex to me overall disgusts me. And while I can talk about it, the actual act of it and such puts me off a conversation or anything really. Therefore, I wouldn't want to hear about it. I haven't had sex before, but it's one of those things I almost know I wouldn't want. Like a cactus shoved up my backside. I absolutely love that. I think that should be on an image with a cactus. I really do. I might have to do that one day. Put that whole speech. I don't think I could fit all that on an image though. But yeah, I haven't had sex before, but it's one of those things I almost know I wouldn't want, like a cactus shoved up my backside. The cactus backside. I know, I think it's really hilarious. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so funny. 5 Mark 2N, who is in the book, he's actually watching this right now. So it's hilarious. I don't know if you remembered actually saying that, but it's so funny. So that's where he's coming from. Now, this is Claire Evelyn's story. And this is her view on it. I think of sex as something other people do, like shark fishing. This is another hilarious one. Or climbing Everest. It's hilarious. I love this book. I know I wrote it, but, it's not just about me, is it? It's 46 asexuals across the globe that are giving their own perspective. And the humour in this book, I mean, I'm surprised on the reviews that they haven't said more about the humour, because as I was reading people's stories, I was just finding some of it absolutely hilarious. I couldn't do anything but laugh. I mean, if you haven't got the book already, get it for the laughter effect, because some of these people in here are so awesomely humorous in an amazing asexual way. It's just incredible. I found the whole thing really fun to write. Oh, hi! Omnivore, I think. Is that, am I saying your name right? I'm not sure I am, but it's great to have you here. So I'll carry on finishing. I might have to start that over again because I lost my train of thought, but it's so funny. I think of sex as something other people do, like shark fishing or climbing Everest. I haven't had sex. I would just like to try it out. And yes, I kind of think of it like trying sushi. I absolutely love that answer. I think it's so funny. It's just crazy. So you can see the contrast. Like, one doesn't want it at all, ever, doesn't even like talk about it, like a cactus shoved up their backside, and the other person's interested in trying it out, but they think of it like trying sushi. Well, personally, I don't like sushi, but if you like sushi, then you might go down a tree. Hello, have I spelt your name Omnivore? Is that how I pronounce it? Anyway, it's really nice that you've joined us. And right, this is another one I got. Darcy's story. I had to look these all up beforehand because it's a really big book. So, sex doesn't bother me, but it makes me... Oh, good, I got it right, I think. Sex doesn't bother me, but it makes me feel very uncomfortable when my own body is being sexualized. Or when I feel expected to have sex. I have had sex, but it didn't really feel like anything. If anything, I would describe it as boring. I feel mentally disconnected from my genitals. So those are like three very different variations of, you know, what they think of sex. And I mean, this book is like got tons of people in it. And those are the only three that I looked up, you know, because I just thought it's so good to have that sort of contrast, as it were. But as Asexual Perspectives month progresses, as Asexual Perspectives month progresses, because obviously it's this whole month, I'll be reading more excerpts from my book. But I just think it's really good to read all the different variations of what people really think. Now, where I'm coming from is I have had sex in the past, and I want you to know it's because I really thought I had to have it. I literally thought there's no one else in the world like me. I just thought, you know, I'm the only one that can live, love, and be without sex forever and be in a relationship like that. And all the guys I've been with, they've all been sexual in the past. So yeah, it just obviously it didn't work out because they weren't very good guys anyway. But the sex thing was quite difficult. I mean, the last guy that was in a long-term relationship with, he was actually good at the act of sex. You know, I have to give him credit for that, even though it sounds really weird. Because all my other, you know, I've had sex with 5 guys in total. But the other ones, they just wanted to like shove it in if it was, or not really do much. But yeah, it's just like was really, really boring. One guy was foreign and he was super, super aesthetically attractive. Like, I get attracted to foreign guys, as you know, and he was just super, super aesthetically attractive. But, you know, it was just a case of sticking it in me. It was horrible. And, you know, I told him in the end, I said, I don't want to do that. And he's like, oh, but I love it, you know? And I just gave up shortly after that in the relationship because I just couldn't, you know. I went to his place and it was just a horrible experience. And I'm just like, I'm boring for me. I don't need this, you know? Spit or swallow. Oh, I wasn't talking about oral sex. I was talking about intercourse with him. Yeah. You want to talk about spit or swallow, do you? Oh, well, if you want to talk about spit or swallow, I'm a spitter. Yeah, from the past. So it's this person who's following my channel now, she's she or he, sorry, or them or they, I don't know, sorry. I don't know your pronoun. So anyway, they're talking about, are you a spitter or a swallower? So if you want to discuss oral sex, because I'm sure it's probably covered somewhere in there with someone's answers. Yeah, I have done that in the past, but yeah, I have to spit it out every time. It's just disgusting for me. I can't swallow that type of thing. It's like, ugh. Yeah, it was to please my partner. And I mean, I was in a long-term relationship with this guy for 8.5 years in total, but he wasn't very nice. The thing is with him, is the only time he was nice was having sex. That's the only time he'd be really loving, caring, kind. And so I kind of like, you know, how can I put it? Like, I didn't want it. Like, he instigated it. I didn't want it. I didn't need it. But in the sense that, you know, with him, because he did a lot of the other stuff, like the foreplay stuff, which I liked, and the kissing, then it wasn't so bad. Like, you know, he knew what he was doing. And it's kind of like it was the least painful as possible. And actually, he didn't have sex with me that often. Like, sometimes we go 2 or 3 months without having sex. And that's partly why I stayed in a bad relationship with him, because I thought I would not find anyone else in the world like him who was prepared to, go without sex. I'm just going to try and see if I can bring you up a little bit. Thank you. So I'm trying to, my iPad's on a bit of a screw-whiffy one at the moment because I've got it propped up with, with pillows and cuddly toy on my bed. It's quite hilarious. So yeah, he was quite a bad guy. But the only time he really good is when we were doing that, and the rest of the time wasn't so good. So when he was doing that, he was like a completely different person. He was like a really nice, kind, caring, thoughtful person. Hi, Aces. Oh, hello, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. A happy Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month. Yeah, it starts today. Woohoo! So yeah, when I was doing that, it's kind of like that's the only time I used to see the really nice side of why I liked him in the first place. And he was really gentle most of the time and kind and caring and really, really considerate and thoughtful of my needs in that way. With the touching and stuff, because I didn't need the intercourse, even though we did do that because he wanted to and he liked that. But what I was trying to say to you is we didn't do it sometimes for 2 or 3 months, and I honestly thought I wasn't going to get a guy like that anywhere, and that's partly why I stayed in the bad relationship with him. I mean, people stay in bad relationships for a very lot of reasons, but I don't really ever hear of someone saying I stayed in a bad relationship because the lack of sex was so great, because I don't want to have sex, And I think it sort of struck me even when I was with him that I don't know if anyone else has actually stayed in a bad relationship with someone because they feel like they're sort of trapped in the sense that, that person's going to be the only person that doesn't expect them to have sex, that's kind and caring like that. And he kind of had me quite hooked in that way, because I thought, well, no other guy's going to put up with not having sex for 2 or 3 months, whereas he did. I mean, sometimes I would do it quite like 3 times in a row in one night then when we were doing it, just like get it over and done with, and it all in one go, because he likes that, but don't need that. But yeah. But yeah, so there you go. I did do it, but I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. I know that I can get love without sex. I know I can be happy in a relationship. I haven't had a proper asexual relationship, so you might have followed my channel last year and know there was a guy that I was supposed to be in a relationship with, but it didn't last very long, and it was online. I never actually got to meet him. In the end, I'm glad I didn't. So I haven't actually, and that was an asexual guy, but I haven't actually been in a proper relationship with a guy since 2012. Yeah, I dated some guys. 2011. 2011 was my last long-term ex. So yeah, I dated some guys after that. Some in 2012. Some sexual guys, and I did date a heterosexual guy last year. And if you want to know why, it's because in my book, there is someone that is with a bisexual person, and they said it didn't matter to them that they weren't having sex. So my own book gave me hope that maybe it's just a fraction possible that I could find someone who was heterosexual and would live without sex. Unfortunately, I picked a psycho to date. I know, a real psycho. Like, dangerous one. So yeah, that wasn't so good. And actually, he was quite sex obsessed. He was very good in the fact that he didn't do anything to me, because I was very, very clear and adamant on that. I got quite big muscles for a girl, see? Quite big muscles. So if any guy comes near me, it's like, yeah, stay away. You're not touching me. So yeah, I quite like, I don't have muscles anywhere else, but I do like them on my arms. See, they're quite big, aren't they, for a girl? Look at that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's good for self-protection, especially in this highly sexualized world, as you know. So yeah, I just thought to share a bit about me, but it would be great if you want to leave in the comments what your view is on sex. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think you want to try it? Do you think that you'd get bored with it? Have you had it before, and how did it affect you? Did you like it? Did you not like it? I mean, apart from that guy I was in with for 8.5 years, all the rest of the sex, like, I'm saying my ex of 8.5 years was good at it, even though I didn't need it or want it, because he was just really, good at all the other things, really, that usually are before that. But the other, you know, people who just like stick it in, I just can't be doing with people like that, you know. It's bad enough having to have it, isn't it, really? But if they're not going to do anything else and kiss and, you know, do other things you might like, then what's the point? There really is no point anyway. But, you know, it's kind of crazy. Anyway, happy Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month. This is the first video I've done. Like I said, I'm going to try and challenge myself to do a new video every single day for 31 days of Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month. And that's going to be kind of crazy for me because I've never done that before in my life. A lot of the time I'm in my PJs working. So it means I had to go in the shower to look good on camera, well, at least reasonable. I don't know if I could ever do one without having a shower because I like my hair to at least look nice on camera. And I just prefer it anyway. So anyway, leave in the comments your view about sex. What do you think about it? Have you had it before? Would you have it? Have you had it and thought it's boring? Do you never want to hear about it ever in your life? Do you want to run a mile? Nowadays, I can't even date a heterosexual guy. It's like, no, just don't come anywhere near me, you know. I just can't be doing with it, you know, so it's not good. Well, it is good because it keeps me away from them, but it's not good to feel like that. Anyway, really nice of you to tune in. Lovely to see you. And I hope to see you on the next video. Happy Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month, day 1. Take care. Bye.